Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin power, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Come on in. Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's today? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We made it to the end of the first work week of 2024. Oh, yes, we made it. Okay. Never would. Girl. But we did not make it without the aid and the help of Katt Williams. Before we get into it, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Okay. Don't forget, if you want to see my BondyBlue shows, all of them, become a member. Okay. You can become a member by going to www.bondyblueshow.com. That's what BBS stands for, in case anybody wanted to know. BondyBlue Show. That's me, BondyBlue. Hi. And you can go to my Patreon. Link down below in the description box. You can also hit up my YouTube page. Become a member there, okay? But support the channel. We appreciate y'all for stopping by, okay? Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. I just like that sound. Okay, so shout out to the It Girl. Thank you so much, love, for becoming a member. Thank you. We're glad you're joining us, okay? So good to see you. Thank you so very much. Girl, Katt Williams did a 2-hour and 46-minute interview on Shannon Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay. Do I particularly like Shannon Sharp? Not much. Do I think he's all that great at that job the way Katt Williams said he was? I'm not a hater. So if you feel like it, go on with that one. Okay. Go on ahead and agree with that. Me personally, I find his brand of interviewing annoying, because it's always guiding the person in a certain area. Like, he's red pill. He's manosphere, he's thick neck. You know what I'm saying? We have to wonder if he really likes women, all of those things. And he absolutely guides people in interviews towards what he wants them to say. And that's why I don't really watch his podcast. So I'm not about to be up here acting like I was subscribed and I gave up about Shannon Sharp's podcast like that. I see clips from time to time. Sometimes things are worth discussing. Other times he just, he looked real in that shirt. You know what I'm saying? Whatever shirt he had on that day, it just felt real snug on him. And I wondered if he could breathe. Okay. Velociraptor comes to mind when I see Shannon Sharp. Okay. Just a lot of A lot of gargantuan, big muscled, thick necked, situations there. But I know he's a fan favorite for the men. I know the men love them some Shannon Sharpe. Okay. And listen, men, I'm not gonna begrudge you. have your have your faves. Go on ahead. Because it was obvious his interview was about Shannon's faves. And my favorite portion of this interview is when Katt turns to him after he's defended Ricky Smiley or Steve Harvey or somebody. He defended somebody. And Katt says to him, your unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you. God damn it. Melissa, thank you for becoming a member, my love. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Voluptuous Shalia, thank you for the super chat. Hey, boo, congratulations on your Boss Babe nomination. Thank you so much. Yes, y'all, I got nominated for a Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year award. I did. Thank you so much, Boss Babe. I appreciate it. It is very nice, very, very nice to be acknowledged for what I do. So when the voting starts in February, I'll let y'all know. I'll post a link. We'll talk about it every show to make sure that y'all go and vote for me so that I can, spend money and win. Like nobody wants to spend money and not win. Just saying, but we're gonna give it the old college try. Make sure y'all vote for your girl. I've been doing this for a long time. It would be nice. Tammy Morgan, thank you for the super chat. Hold up, I need my other applause. Happy New Year, Bondi. I rarely catch a live. Just wanted to show some love and let you know how much I enjoyed your channel over the last year. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Thank you. Thank you, DeQuasia, and happy birthday, my love. Happy birthday. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for always coming through and always supporting my channel. I wish you a very happy birthday. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Okay? Dominique Wilson, thank you for being a member for 12 months. Shannon sweats was just as tight and high watered. Love you, Bondi. Yes, they were. I've never seen a nigga that had on tight sweats before. It definitely it needed a lot of elasticity in order to stay around that gargantuan man that is Shannon Sharpe. And I do not say that in a positive manner. Okay, Chocolate Doll, thank you so much for the super chat. Boo. Okay, Bondi member, love you. Love you too. Katt interview was great. Katt interview was amazing and hilarious. And we're going to go through some of the highlights, okay? But first of all, I want to tell y'all once again, the quote for me, your unnatural allegiance to losers, it's not like you. But oh, I beg to differ, Katt. It is much like Shannon. Okay? Shannon asked you certain questions because he wanted certain responses from you. Okay? And the one time you gave him that was about the alphas that want subservient husbands line. And I was just kind of like, yeah, but that can go both ways. Because to me, a lot of the men that we see out here, some of the people in the manosphere, the comments, people that want to argue with me all the time and shit, under the shade room neighborhood talk spiritual word comments, yeah, them niggas, yeah, it's given y'all want subservient husbands. That's what it's given. So you could look at that two ways. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it as women being too aggressive, or you can look at it as men being bitches. I don't know whichever one you want to choose, but I appreciate the fact that you can look at that any way you want to look at it. Okay, but getting into it, Katt told us he was a child prodigy, was reading and knew other languages at a very early age. I did not know that. Okay. I even questioned if it was true. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like it's true because when Shannon asked him the question, he said he had won something. And that prefaced the rest of the conversation about his education and Katt being very, very smart at a young age. Okay. I don't put past it because I watch Katt Williams. I know he's smart. Okay. Katt is also a pimp. I don't know if anybody caught it. We're going to dissect that. But I hate the fact that he's so good. I could understand how he would be a successful pimp, because that nigga was talking and I was like, damn, Katt, your mouthpiece is something to be. Ooh, their mouthpiece is something else. I love me a smart person. I love intelligence. I love somebody that know how to talk. I love somebody that can make me laugh. Katt is a pimp, y'all. And I know he's a pimp because I literally sat there for a second and was like, this nigga's game is low-key working on me. Let me correct myself. And that is when I realized my assumption was true. Katt is very much a pimp. Okay. Now, y'all might want to call it something else, but I'm going to call it like I seed it. Okay. I'm going to call it like I heard it. And we're going to get into that in a moment. Katt calls out Ricky Smiley for saying he was supposed to be Money Mike. How was you supposed to be my character? Make that make sense for me, little bitty me, to have been the Santa Claus. That don't even make sense. Katt asked the executives to change the scene because Katt, even back then in the early 2000s, when Next Friday came out, had the emotional intelligence to look around and be like, you know what? A nigga getting raped in jail is not funny. I don't find that funny in no way, shape, or form. So a nigga getting raped in the bathroom at a party is definitely not funny. Like, no. Okay. Hello, Junior and Ebony. It's not funny whether it's a man or a woman, whether it's a girl that just came to dance for y'all or a little bitty pimp. Okay. It don't even matter. That shit is not funny. And it really begs to question who's writing these things. Why do y'all find it funny? And what happened to you in your childhood that this is the shit you think is funny? I'm sorry. Yeah, yes. Friday after next. I said next Friday. I meant Friday after next. My bad. Okay. We remember next Friday. Okay. Friday after next is the Christmas movie that never was. It's a Christmas movie, but a lot of people don't like to consider it that much of a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie. Okay. But anyway, okay, excuse me, I misspoke. Continuing on, he said he exposed Weinstein for offering to S his D in front of everybody in his agency. He said, did this nigga just ask to suck in front of everybody in my agency? Oh my God. No, thank you. I'm straight off that. When people talk about selling their soul, this is what they're talking about. It's very specific. When somebody says that they sold a soul, it does not mean that they went into the office with a nigga that with red skin and made a deal with the devil. No, a lot of the times it comes in the form of you're gonna do something you would not otherwise do for this opportunity. And the sacrifice you make internally makes it hard for you to look at yourself in the mirror without feeling shame and guilt. Therefore, you have sold your soul. Okay, that's what that means. So when Harvey Weinstein asked to suck your dick in front of a room full of people and you say no, you have stood your ground. You have not sold your soul. But if you do, then on some level, you may have sold your soul. But that's not for me to judge you on. That's not for me to judge you on. I can't judge you on that because at the end of the day, if you want it that bad, hey, that's a sacrifice you was willing to make. And I can't look down on you for that. Okay? That's just how I feel about it. I really don't look down on the people that are subject to this. Christian Keys was talking about that. I really look down on the people that put them in those positions, that use their power and their positioning to force or coerce sex or other things from people. Don't really like that. That's not cool to me. Steve stole the concept for the Steve Harvey show from Mark Curry's Mr. Cooper. I said, bitch, I need to go back and watch Mr. Cooper. It's on Hulu. That might be what me and Lyric do this weekend. Lyric, if you're somewhere listening, we're going to rewatch Hanging with Mr. Cooper this weekend and compare notes because we have watched the Steve Harvey show so much. There's no way we won't be able to cite our sources with this situation. But we also know, and this has been proven, that Mark Curry did stand up. Steve Harvey stole certain jokes from Mark Curry's stand up. He also stole from Katt. Cedric the Entertainer also stole from Katt. And I don't know why these niggas didn't think somebody would go and find the footage Like, but niggas have found the footage. And we'll go through a few of those once I am done with all of the highlights from this interview. Okay. He also talks about how Steve does not have the range to be a movie star. Nobody wants a country ass Mr. Potato Head in any of their scripts. Okay. That shit was hilarious. Steve absolutely looks like Mr. Potato Head. Okay. That was hilarious. Cedric can't sing, can't dance. He's not funny. I beg to fucking differ. Okay. This is what we gonna beg to differ. I listen, y'all. I believe everything that Katt said about Said, but Said can sing, y'all. Let's not do Said like that. Said can sing a little bit. He can hold a tune, you know. And I do feel like Said might not be as funny and stand up as Katt is, but I do think that Cedric the Entertainer is funny in sitcoms and shows. And sitcoms and shows, like when it comes to TV shows and stuff like that, I think Cedric the Entertainer is hilarious. Listen, one of my favorite things about the Steve Harvey show is when he would like code switch into his white voice. Hello, Regina. How you doing? Like, I would love that shit. Okay. And don't even get me started. Okay, on the episode where they had Barely Legal and he was giving them the choreography. Pay attention, ladies. I'm only going to show you this once, which was hilarious. Okay, Brittany and Brittany and Brittany and Brittany and Janet and Janet and Janet and Janet. Not ever say what? Not ever say what? Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, no. Listen, it lives rent free. It lives rent free. Okay. But Cedric is funny to me. Okay. Cedric is Cedric the Entertainer. But Cedric, you absolutely was stealing motherfuckers' jokes. And the fact that you stole a joke from Designing Women, you stole a joke from Meshach Taylor. The fact that you thought that nobody was going to be able to pull up the episodes of Designing Women. Motherfucker, Designing Women have been in syndication since the show went off. And I know because I used to watch the show when it was on. And then when it went into syndication on Lifetime and used to come on every morning. And the Kings of Comedy came out in the 2000s. So I'm trying to figure out how Said didn't think that somebody will put this together and realize you niggas are stealing jokes. I need for it to make sense to me, people. I need for it to make sense. Y'all really was out here stealing motherfuckers' jokes like we wasn't going to be able to do, okay, put them up against each other. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. He says that, oh, hold up. First of all, he says Said has no specials on Netflix or Tubi. I heard some people say that Said does have specials on Netflix. I'm not sure. I have not seen them. So I'm not going to pretend like I have. Still, I love Said. Okay? I do. Ricky Smiley, Cedric Entertainer, Steve Harvey. I forgot who else he said, but he said there's a group of them that are friends and it's giving gatekeeper. If we don't kiss y'all ass, if we don't act like y'all are the best, if we don't pretend like y'all not stealing motherfuckers' jokes, then we can't be a part of the clique and we can't be let in. And I do feel like there's some definite truth to this shit. I think it's the same thing with Tyler Perry and Oprah and them. Like, there's a lot of gatekeeping going on. And I think that Katt is absolutely right about that, which is why I love the internet. The internet forces the gatekeeping to be more so in the hands of the people that appreciate whatever it is that you do versus in the hands of some individual whose dick you don't want to suck. You know what I'm saying? I think it levels it out a little bit. They lied on Katt about Katt doing drugs. To be clear, I don't know if I ever thought that, Katt was really on drugs like that, but it did feel like Katt was a drinker. It did feel like Katt might drink and get out of hand, okay? But they did say that he was on drugs. He said they lied on him. He's never done anything besides marijuana. And I do believe that because I do think it don't really take more than alcohol for some people for them to start acting, belligerent and crazy and shit. Okay? He said he's here to expose. He's here to do some straightening. And he's been collecting info. And I said, oh, shots fired. Pew, 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 pew. I don't have a audio for that one. Pew, 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 pew. Shots fired. That's giving shots fired. That's giving there's more shit that I can say that I have not said. So that makes me feel like that was specifically for somebody. Okay, but I'm gonna just, we're moving on through it. He says that Kevin Hart is a plant. He said Kevin Hart is a plant. How the fuck you show up in LA when you just told us you was doing all of your work in New York and now you pop up in LA and now you got Soul Plane, the movie, and all of this shit going on like you're a plant. And let's be clear. I do feel like the industry puts people who they feel like fit the bill of a plant into a certain positioning. And then you have all of these stressors in order to make that person make certain decisions. So Kevin wants the money. Kevin wants to be a billionaire. Kevin wants to put on a certain image to the world because he cares so much about that image, about being a part of the billionaires club. You know, he wants to be forever rubbing elbows with Jay-Z and shit, right? So because this is Kevin's makeup, he can very much be asked, coerced, and you know, he can be put in situations like he was being rammed up on the show with Shaq. Y'all saw that clip, right? The clip going around from House Husbands where Shaq pulls him over and then you know who's doing the bending. And yeah, that's real funny, but it's not. It's funny, but it's not. I want to know, when did we start making rape funny? Like, I do want to know, like, because the connotation of that movement of you bending little Kevin over and banging him on the side of the car shack. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That is absolutely giving, taking that man's, virginity. Okay. You're taking that man's virginity. Um, and that's not funny. You know what I mean? So I do want us to like break that apart and understand why do y'all make rape funny? What's that about? Somebody talk to me, because now that we're older, you know what I'm saying? Now that we're grown and we say some of these things aren't funny, I'm telling you, if I go to one more fucking comedy club with somebody telling me how sensitive we are now, really? Are we sensitive or are y'all psychopaths? Like, your era is full of psychopaths. Like, and the people before you, they were psychopaths too. Because there's nothing wrong with the fact that in 2024 we don't find some of these very horrific, fucked up things funny. I'm so sorry to all of the old comedians. We're so sensitive now. We don't find rape funny. My bad. My bad. What the fuck were we thinking? Yeah, I need for y'all to come up off that. Anyway, um, Katt tells us how he was extremely smart at a young age, ran away from his religious household, got into a fight with his father, who was accusing him of having sex when he wasn't having sex. But then Katt did say he moved into, places with bitches. I don't know. I do want Katt to come out with a book and give me a order of events so it can all make sense and not sound so fanciful, because some of the shit don't sound true to me. But I don't know Katt life like that, so I'm not really going to dispute anything. Katt also said he was sued by Disney back when he was being called Cat in the Hat, because Disney don't play that. And now y'all understand, as my girl Erica De Niro said, why Shady Aftermath, Eminem, Slim Shady is suing the fuck out of Robin and Giselle for Reasonably Shady, because you're not going to use anything that's close to my name. And I can sue you for it. And so Disney, get away with that type of shit. And, I'm sure Marshall Mathers will, get away with it as well. I don't really care. I don't like the Reasonably Shady people. So I don't care about their podcast. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I've copywritten my name though, so there's that. All right. Katt was I say that part. Michael Blackson. He said Michael Blackson is mad at him because he told him to dress to impress and stop wearing those dirty dashikis. He took the advice, but he's been mad at Katt ever since. Michael Blackson is not really funny to me. Mother Sukkah was never that funny to me. It was always a trope. You know what I'm saying? It's always you making fun of an African and you're not, like you're from Philly, my nigga. Like, that's not even how you talk. The perpetration of making fun of an African is just, I don't know, minstrel showish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of fucking whack, but whatever. Y'all gonna act like we're in a different time. Also, it's fuck Faison. It was mad fuck Faison. And let me tell y'all, I've seen Faison talk in interviews and shit, and I honestly feel like it is absolutely fuck Faison. He said that he wasn't good in Friday. That's why he wasn't in the next one. This is when Shannon Sharp was like, come on, man, you act like that dude wasn't good in Friday, Big Perm, Big Worm. And he was like, your unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you. Y'all, that shit was hilarious to me. I just, the more some of these comedians talk, like the Corey Holcomb, the more they talk, the more I dislike them, the more I feel like their comedy comes from this place of deep seated anger that they can never ostracize from their bodies, so their comedy becomes an extension of their anger. And I don't have time for that type of energy. Like, that's too much for me. Also, Faison always sitting up there breathing hard and looking sickly, and that's just too much for me to sit through. He talked about Chris Tucker being on Epstein Island. We're gonna talk about that as well. He also said that Chris Tucker was Michael Jackson's best friend, and Michael Jackson called Chris Tucker Christmas. I'm gonna let y'all insinuate what y'all would like to insinuate about that. But I don't remember anybody trying to make us believe that Michael Jackson was a pussy hound harder than Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker had a whole portion of his comedy set talking about how Michael Jackson, it was all into the women and shit. And I was just kind of like, oh, is that right? I just hate when people play in my face. Like, I've been telling y'all for years, ever since they did that HBO documentary that everybody wanted to act like was all lies. Oh, was it all lies? Okay. I don't know about all lies. I don't know about all lies. I'm gonna let y'all believe what y'all want to believe in that scenario. But I've never heard of a grown man calling another grown man Christmas. I've referred to a person at, like that, and I was definitely fucking them. So I I can't relate to calling somebody Christmas, and I ain't put my mouth on them. I don't even understand that, but that's not my business. Okay. Let's move on from there. We're gonna talk about the Epstein list too at the end of this live. P. Diddy. P. Diddy wants to party, and you have to tell him no. I believe it. I believe it. We all know it. He was supposed to be in Big Mama's house too with Martin. Him and Martin was real cool, but he comes to the table. They was just supposed to do another movie. After Big Mama's house, he was supposed to do another movie. Katt was supposed to be involved. He comes back with Big Mama House too. Katt says, I'm not putting on no dress. Y'all know the comedians, like, they have this serious thing against putting on dresses, right? Because I think for them, putting on dresses in the TV shows or in the movies and shit signifies I did some bending to get this role, or to be in this position, period. I guess that's what they feel. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. Like, sometimes I'm bothered by it. Sometimes, because I do feel like it is crazy for y'all to, like, make y'all careers off of making fun of Black women and making caricatures of Black women in order to gain success. But actual Black women that are themselves, that are funny, can never really, you know what I'm saying, make that same success happen for themselves. It's like y'all can only make it when y'all are making fun of Black women. And that shit kind of annoys me. Now that I've gotten older and really, like, looked at it, like, it does kind of bother me on some level. But at the same time, I really don't care about how you dress up. And I do want to ask people, do they feel the same way about Robin Williams? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it emasculated him? Or is it just emasculating when Black men do it? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But, like, as a person, like, that does not matter to me. Like, it's just not that serious. Like, I don't know why somebody can be emasculated when they're still a man. Like, you know what I mean? But, do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. That's up to that person, what they want to sacrifice and what they want to give and all of that. But essentially, I do feel like sometimes y'all make it more than what it is. But then again, the more conversations we have about Hollywood, the more we realize it may just be a signifier that you were doing the bending, and we hate that for you. Because nobody wants to be doing bending if they don't want to be doing bending. Now, if you want to be doing bending, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem at all. Also, he said something that I've been saying for the longest. Stop paying people you don't have respect for. Meaning, all of y'all that judge sex workers, y'all judge strippers, y'all act like y'all are some moral superiority while you're paying for these people's services. Cut it the fuck out. Just cut it out. he talks about alphas who want subservient husbands. We discussed that already. Then he talked about utilizing women who work for him to convey messages. And he specifically uses this example of when a comedian did a really great job on stage, she's not getting paid. So wouldn't it be nice if Katt sends, like one of his women over there that he employs, and I was just kind of like, he added money on it. Like he made it sound like he was, the woman is dropping off money. But to me, it sounds like the woman might be dropping off money and pussy. And I would just want Katt to be very careful. Because we've been talking about how people in the industry like to traffic and pimp slash trafficker. It's the same thing. If it's over state lines, it's trafficking. Okay? All right? Because you're bringing people over the lines to fuck somebody. Okay? Now, I don't know if that's what Katt meant, but I'm going to tell y'all, I have noticed a theme with a lot of the men in the industry where it sounds like a part of what they do in the industry is not just being a celebrity, an entertainer, comedian, actor, producer, rapper, whatever it is they do. But it's also having a harem of women that can be called on as valued to trade amongst the other men. That's kind of sometimes what I'm hearing. So when I hear that, I'm just kind of like, okay, pimp again, hearing pimp. Okay. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful how much you like people who remind you of pimps. Okay. I'm reading Kerry Washington's book. After I finish Kerry Washington's book, I'm going back to pimp, pimp from Iceberg Slim. I about to say Soldier Slim. Iceberg Slim, because I've been reading that. And I want to go back to that because I want to be fresh on the nuances. I want to know the playbook that the niggas are playing from. You know what I'm saying? It makes my commentary more colorful. But anyway, Katt gives back to comedians in the hoods he performs in. He adopted 7 children. He's basically, in real life, the nigga Santa Claus. Okay. In real life, the nigga's giving gifts. The nigga's taking care of the kids. He was a single father. He's never been married. So he said, even though there's a whole bunch of women out there that would, say different, he's promoting, but not really, his Dark Matter tour, which I'm kind of upset. I think that's the day he's going to be in New Orleans is the day I'm going to be in Houston doing Tasha's tour. Bittersweet, because I would have liked to have gone, but being on your own tour, you know what I'm saying? Like doing your own shit, kind of fun. I'm so excited about it. He also has a Netflix special that he's going to be performing in May. And he says that, traveling around the world, he's learned that there are more good people than bad. And I feel like, yeah, I think that's a matter of perspective. Yes, I do feel that way. And no, because I also feel like people are just always trying to get their needs met. And if you come in the way of their needs being met, or if harming you, stealing from you, whatever, gets them their needs met, they will do what is necessary to get their needs met over what is best for you. So ultimately, I just kind of feel like that's up for perspective when you talk about how good people are. I also feel like men are always trying to convince everybody that, oh, it's more good people. Yeah, okay. Talked about how Tyler Perry ain't putting nobody on. Everybody that's in Tyler Perry shows, you can see them walking down the street and nobody will really know them. He ain't really putting nobody on. And I was just kind of like, damn, when you think about it like that, I mean, he has. I think he has. But has he like blown up any of the people that we did not know that came to him? No. I think mainly the people who came to him, like Taraji and all of them, like these are already successful people, built their career, had other, hit movies at one point or another before Tyler Perry gets them. But Tyler Perry has also been seen as the person that will help keep people afloat, because essentially he is going to make sure that everybody's getting the movie roles. He going to make sure he's making content to keep everybody working. And we appreciate that. But we also have to wonder, how much are people getting paid, Tyler? And also, how often are you working them? Because season 6 of Sisters ended last week, and season 7 of Sisters started this week. And I'm always hearing about how much you be having them people working, how much you be having them people down to the studio. So I just sometimes wonder, I just sometimes wonder, are you really taking care of your people over there? You know what I'm saying? Because that work schedule looks grueling. Okay. Fucking 20 episodes in 7 days, ass nigga. Like, come on. But anyway, we still appreciate Tyler Perry. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Always appreciate Tyler Perry for his works. But I'm not about to not ask these questions. Okay. All right. He says he supports all the young comedians, throws love to Country Wayne, Jess Hilarious, and some other people. Okay. Because Shannon Sharp is messy, he likes to ask people questions about hot topics that cause a stir. So he asked about Jonathan Majors. And Katt said, God blessed him with that Megan Good. God blessed him with a black woman to come and save that slave. And I told y'all that. I told everybody that wanted to defend Jonathan Majors to stop and go defend another black man that is not only using a black woman to save him after he didn't, had some toxic shit going on with a white girl. I done told y'all, okay? He didn't see it for y'all. He was pretending to see it for y'all. And now he's using black women to fix his image. Y'all see he's going to be doing an interview on Monday with Good Morning America. I can't wait to see how this is going to play out. I can't wait. Tory asked about Tory. Katt said, if you won't say that she shot her, then you shot her. Next. Meaning that if you're not going to tell us that Chelsea shot Megan, then nigga, you shot Megan. Stop talking to me about it. Everybody that wants to think Tory's innocent. Girl, go to hell. Okay. Kanye. He said the perfect thing for me because I've been ignoring Kanye for the longest. Like every time Kanye goes viral, I read it and I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm straight. I don't need to talk about this. Because how many times are y'all gonna point out that the nigga special needs and then keep showing us everything he says and saying, oh, look how crazy it is what he said. The nigga special needs. We know what he said is crazy. Why are we still paying attention to anything that he said? He also threw some shots at Kim Kardashian. You married a whore. He wanted that. He wanted that, which is so like the shot to Shannon and all the men that feel the need to defend Kanye as if Kanye didn't know what he was doing when he got with a fucking Kardashian. Give me a break. He mentioned Ludacris. Okay. He's like, we not cousins, but the Illuminati came to me and the Illuminati came to Ludacris. Okay. I said no. Ludacris said yeah. And he's doing 20 movies for 10 million a pop. And he's got a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife, like all of the other 7 niggas I told you about. Those ugly-faced, light-skinned women come with the kit. They come with the Hollywood kit. And I'm like, oh, you didn't? Because was it? Didn't he used to mess with Hazel E? I'm not saying she ugly, but she's strong face. Never mind. I don't want to rib anybody. That's not what I'm here for. Zuckerberg. He asked him about Zuckerberg building a bunker. He's like, he's a fucking billionaire. What else is he supposed to do but be prepared for the idiots that might possibly blow the world up because they're idiots? Because essentially, like, the missiles are at the behest of children and narcissistic personalities. So yeah, he's building a bunker. Because he has the money to. The rest of us, we're just gonna be out here. Okay, we're gonna be out here. We're gonna see what happens. I think that Snoop also caught a stray. Snoop caught a stray because he asked him about smoking with Snoop. He was like, I smoke more than Snoop, but I don't mix anything with my weed. I was like, not you pointing out that Snoop is mixing something else in his weed. And listen, we all saw the video of him sniffing stuff off of that little skinny white girl body. All right. So no lies detected. And he said he turned down the Kings of Comedy because of how they did Bernie. I'm like, so they was about to do another one and you turned it down, child? I don't know. Either way, y'all, we want to give a round of applause for Katt Williams because great interview. Fantastic. Okay. Now let's get into some of these responses to Katt. Okay. First of all, I want to I don't know how Trick got into it, but I want to do Ricky Smiley first, and then we'll do Trick Daddy. Okay, because people was responding all over the place. Where Ricky Smiley? Okay,
Comments on Shannon Sharp's show about when I was on Shannon Sharp was telling him the story of some of the behind the scenes from Friday After Next. Let's start with that. When I went out there, let's just go back. In 2000, I was the host of BET Comic View and in the season 2004. I also worked on this show called Live from LA. That was my first job with BET. And that's where I met Ice Cube, if I'm not mistaken. And Ice Cube was like, man, hey, man, I like your work. I want to do some stuff with you. I want to put you in some movies. And Ice Cube started putting me in movies, which really helped my career. I was in All About the Benjamins, of course, when they changed the ending of it, that part didn't make any sense. But then he put me in Friday After Next. And just for clarification, I went out to audition for Friday After Next as Money Mike, not the Santa comments on Shannon Sharp's show about laws. And that is the honest God truth. I had no reason to go on there and to go on Shannon Sharp's show and lie about any of that. That's what I auditioned for, was Money Mike. And I guess the producers, Cube and everybody saw something different. And I think that Money Mike character, Special K, was going to come off as kind of like
just a guy who
the LA. They say, hey, your role has changed. You're going to be the Santa Claus. And here's the Santa Claus suit. Put it on, and here's your lines. Sat in the trailer, went over the lines, went over my stuff with Cube, and the rest is history. Had no reason. I just want to clarify that. Had no reason to lie about that. As a matter of fact, my manager at the time, Gary Abdo, who is still one of my best friends, who also helped start my career, and he's the owner of the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta. We got him on the phone just to clarify.
Oh my God.
And that was 23 years ago.
Okay.
There's not much else to say. You
to come out and say,
okay, so let me get this straight. You got your manager on the phone so that you can make us try to believe that he's lying. Is that right, Ricky Smiley? Child, I guess you could have ignored it. It just seemed unnecessary. Like, a lot of these responses to me seemed unnecessary. Like, what you responding for? You responded because a hit dog will fucking holler. Okay,
you haven't.
So this is what
Frustration with
this is what Katt was responding to that Kevin said on the Breakfast Club.
Katt Williams comes from. You keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood, this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what?
Okay, so at one point during the interview, Katt Williams basically said that every time I go to somebody's city, I'm going to have my gun and I'm going to have my weed. So if that's the issue wherever I go, that's the issue wherever I go. And he wasn't willing to stop traveling with his guns and stop traveling with his weed. So I guess that's what Kevin's talking about when he says he chose drugs, meaning he chose to keep traveling with his weed and keep getting arrested every time he went somewhere because Katt was always traveling with his weed. I think that's what he means. But when you say drugs, it makes everybody think that Katt was on crack or some shit.
I got to fix me and I'm going to come back and I'm going to stand up for comedy. Mm-hmm. So when you say Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian and these other women have worked hard, which they have. Mm-hmm. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho. Shouts out to Lunel. Mm-hmm. Shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of Katt Williams.
I'm going to tell you what it really is, though.
So because you...
What it really is Kevin and Tiffany come off like comedians, Black comedians pandering to white people. You are fixing your comedy and you're curtailing whatever you're doing for white people. And it makes you corny to black people when you do shit like that, if you don't do it the right way. I also feel like y'all seem like plants because y'all will perpetuate certain stereotypes that we've already seen. Tiffany Haddish will give you the over-sexualized auntie. Y'all remember on in Living Color, Kim Wayans used to play this role of this auntie that would go around the family functions and be filling everybody up and all of that shit, right? Feels to me Tiffany Haddish fits a stereotypical role. And then you got Kevin. Kevin is willing to do anything to get into the billionaires club. So yes, a trope. Exactly. They're fitting a stereotype. They're fitting a racial trope. But the funny part about it is, as smart as Katt is, Katt fits one too. You don't fit the sellout version, no, but you absolutely fit the pimp version. You do. And yeah, your language might come off like that's not who you are, and you're not out here, treating women like shit and all of that. I would have to see you more up close in order to assess that. But essentially, you're still coming up like a trope your damn self. So the self-righteousness, I feel like, is what has the other comedians like, man, fuck you. We all doing what it is we need to do to get what we're trying to get done. And Katt feels like, yeah, but I'm not willing to, de-virginize my booty hole for it the way some of y'all are. Kevin responded and said, gotta get that anger up out you, champ. It's honestly sad. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer for my next film, Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There is a moment in the trailer where, what is this? Gugum Bathara says, they really love you. I now know she's talking about Katt. Mark your calendars, world. This one is special. So Kevin is using this to promote his movie like he will do. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine, Kevin. That's fine. I'm sure the movie will do well. You always seem to do well. And I'm not mad at you about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what negative stereotype does Kevin act like? I told you, this the sellout. The sellout that will do anything to get in with a certain clique, to be a part of the billionaires crew. He'll do any joke, even when it's not funny. He'll do he'll do anything to make those white people laugh, even if it doesn't make black people laugh. That's how a lot of people see Kevin. Corny sellout. And there is a corny sellout trope. So yeah, I don't, I hope that straightens that out. Jester, that's a good one. That's a good one. Kevin gonna dance for massa. Exactly. Okay. Yes. It's giving Kevin and Tiffany are the type to make watermelon jokes. Yes. Yes. Y'all are getting it. Okay. Y'all are getting it. There are people out there that understand where I am coming from. So that was Kevin's response. Now, I'm not going to play Luda's response because I don't have time for the copyright infringement of it all. But I am going to say that Luda's response was the best response, if there is considered a better response, because essentially I feel like everybody should have just stayed quiet, especially if they could not really prove anything Katt said as a lie. If you can't prove what Katt said is a lie, just do what Steven said did and stay quiet as everybody goes all over the internet giving you the before and afters. Okay. But Ludacris main lines. Ludacris said, never been Illuminati, only a Ludanati. That was a whack line. So now I'm questioning you. Never been a clout chaser, never say shit for likes. I feel like that might be true. You never have to flex when you earn every one of your fast and furious checks. Okay. I do feel like you earn your checks. You show up to work. Katt said everybody show up to work. So you earn your check. And at the end, he said, addictions on the rise. Comedians, take your temperature. And I just kind of feel like to continue. Oh, Sarah responded. Let me look for that. To continue to act like he's just high, I think that's a mistake. Luda is a good rapper. Okay, always. And I'm not gonna like, say he doesn't deserve anything he has. I'm just not gonna say that. But I also feel like on some level, some of the shit he said, it was just kind of like, yeah, okay, Luda. Yeah, okay, Luda. All right, hold up, y'all. Let me find the response from SEDURE. Okay. Y'all like the video.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
Okay. So I couldn't find said, but it doesn't really matter to me what said because at the end of the day, Cedric was the first comedian to respond, and I didn't see it. I just looked on the blogs and I didn't see anybody post it. But at the same time, I don't really care because there's literally evidence of it. Hold up. There's literally evidence of it. Where is it at? Hold on, I just want to make sure I wasn't missing a response. Okay, no, here it is. Here it is. Oops, fan finds more evidence of Cedric Entertainer allegedly stealing jokes. Okay, this is when he stole the joke from Designing Women. But there's the one down here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. This is when Katt did the joke in the car. This is when Sed did the joke in the car. Okay. Ask Mark Curry about Steve stealing his jokes. We see Mark Curry doing the joke before Steve Harvey did the joke. Okay. So the evidence is there. So it really doesn't even matter. And I do feel like there's something to be said for like, being inspired by people, but essentially not. Y'all rework them slightly, but it still comes off like you stole the fucking joke. Okay. Now, I don't know why Trick Daddy, I don't know why the Mucinex monster decided he wanted to say anything, but I'm going to let him talk for a second and see if there's anything I can surmise from whatever is coming out of his neck.
Katt Williams, your little pussy ass get on the Sharp Show and just get in your little bitch ass feelings and get in ways and you say all type of shit you ain't supposed to say.
Dick Riders. Dick Riders commence. Dick Riders activate. Yes. Oh, if y'all didn't know about the Dick Riders, see, these are the people in the industry that are there to keep everybody else in check. So if somebody wants to unveil the truth, like Katt Williams, you got to have your people like Joe Budden. You got to have your people like Trick Daddy. You got to have those that want you to shut up and not tell the truth because they see themselves in the people that are being, outed for whatever they're being outed for.
See, there's a lot of shit about certain rap niggas I could say,
nigga, if you don't
but I know there's some shit that I shouldn't say, so I don't say it.
Yeah, but you said something about Beyonce. You shouldn't have said what you said about Beyonce, but you still got your fucking ass on the internet and stood 10 crusty, dead, diabetical ass toes down on what you said about Beyonce being overrated. But you're going to tell us about what you're not going to say about a rapper. It's because you respect these niggas, but you don't respect women. That's why we don't give a fuck about what you got to say, Mucinex Monster.
You said some slick shit about me in one of your stand-up, you was being sarcastic saying that If Trick Daddy can own a restaurant, you can do anything. Well,
Yeah. Yeah, nigga. That should be the message to the little boys in the hood, that if Trick Daddy's drug infested, diabetical, about to pass out, can't breathe on the side of the road ass can have a successful restaurant, so can you, nigglets.
You bulldagging looking ass fuck nigga. Keep my name out your mouth. I'm not no comedian.
Do you know what bull that he looks like a lesbian to you?
I'm a street nigga first, okay? Keep my name out your mouth, bitch.
I said what the fuck I said.
Bitch ass nigga. Keep Ricky Smiley name out your mouth. Keep all.
Why are you defending Ricky Smiley? The dick suckage. That's him. That's him right now. That's him right now.
OG's name out your mouth. If you don't like a person, you don't say it. I've told people that I didn't think you was funny. I ain't never said I didn't like you. And I'm glad I didn't never say I didn't like you, because by me not thinking you were funny, I actually saw you one day.
Nah, it's enough, Esther Roll. I don't even care no more. Man, won't you take them niggas' dicks from the back of your throat and then come talk to us? Okay? Get them penises out your throat, Trick. That's how y'all act. That's how y'all act. Y'all act like there's some dude's dick in your throat right now. Right now. That you gotta defend it. You gotta defend it. Gargling balls all up and through. Okay? It's so sad. But let's go ahead, y'all. Let's move on. Thank you so much, Katt Williams, for your contribution to the week. Anybody else's responses, I don't really care for. Everybody else's responses were wiggity wiggity whack. Okay, so we're moving on, y'all. So Premadonna, okay, Premadonna, y'all know that girl cook and everything. She reality, she rap, she makes seasoning, all that shit, okay? Premadonna calls out Coach Stormy. Now, Coach Stormy is one of the girls that was selling y'all the ISOTs and, TLC products, and she blew up from that, women's empowerment, and now she be over there having 11 surgeries to her body and then getting up there on the internet telling y'all that y'all need to unbig y'all back. And it's just like, ma'am, girl, go on ahead away from us with all of this fugaziness that you got going on, okay? She's another one that uses pimp lingo, pimp talk, pimp mentality in order to get what she wants to get out of the women around her. Remember when she did the whole plate thing, the low vibrational plate? Y'all remember that? The way she was talking to them women, that's some pimp shit. The way you talk to somebody, down them, make them think that they less than, and then try to give them the game so that they can think that you are, so above them. Now they looking at you like you some type of teacher. Meanwhile, you manipulating them and using them. You know what I'm saying? So, oh Lord, now it's raining and both of my dogs are outside. I didn't know it was raining. All right, y'all, let's hurry up and get through this.
On our way to gain respect, lose some weight. If you're overweight and nobody respects you, and I know y'all not gonna like this, the minute you lose weight, you become so inspirational. The minute you lose weight,
like, why y'all so obsessed with this weight loss culture? And then why y'all go get all this surgery, fix all these modifications?
Why y'all don't never change the battery in y'all fire detectors before y'all won't give speeches? All right.
On your body, and then try to tell the next woman how to love theirself. Stormy, I'm with you when you right, but right now you dead ass wrong. God ain't give you no platform to put down so many women. You don't know what people going through and why they can and cannot lose weight, because real women fluctuate. Some people may be dealing with thyroid issues, fibroid issues, stress, depression, whatever it is that it is. You selling a product to these people and you are trying to appease. You don't have to do that to sell no cleanse, girl. What is wrong with you? This is the most ignorant.
My thing is, Premadonna, Miss Waist Snatcher belts. Bitch, y'all been doing this. You and her. Y'all been doing this. You may not be as ignorant about it as she is. Coach Stormy is way more ignorant about ignorant shit. But essentially, y'all do the same thing, getting surgery and trying to sell weight loss to bitches when y'all ain't lifted not a goddamn weight.
Foolish statement that
But she been like this. Why you just not tapping in?
ain't proven nowhere but in the mind of delusion that you represent right now. Let me tell you something. The bigger I got, the bigger the blessings, the bigger the respect. If you want respect from people, you know how you get respect? You got to give respect, okay? I don't agree with nothing she's saying. And I wholeheartedly know Stormy. I know her since I was 15 years old. Ain't nobody gonna check Premadonna by my opinion. You dead ass wrong. You have a platform. You need to go back and elaborate to these people on what you're trying to say, because it don't make sense at all.
Do y'all want to know a way to gain respect? Lose some weight.
And this is why I tell y'all all the time, because we have this conversation about respect. And a lot of people feel like when it comes to women, if women are overly sexualized, if they dress a certain way, if they don't promote Claire Huxtable, classy bae shit to y'all, that means they're deserving of disrespect because they don't respect themselves. And I tell y'all that that's bullshit. In rape culture, you respecting somebody is more of a signifier of who you are. I'm not going to go around disrespecting people because of whatever bullshit they may have going on that I don't agree with. I don't like how you dress. I don't like your lifestyle. So that means I can disrespect you. That's bullshit. And it really means that you have no self-respect and you have no integrity and you have no real pride in who you are as a person if you lower yourself to disrespect people simply because you think you can. So that's why I keep telling y'all, stop with the bullshit. At the end of the day, when you respect somebody, that is a sign that you are respectful. If you are disrespectful to somebody, that is a sign that you are not deserving of respect in reciprocity. Okay? So don't disrespect me and I won't disrespect you. But what you got on ain't got nothing to do with me. How you live your life ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with respect. Your body ain't got nothing to do with respect. Now, we do live in a fat phobic ass culture. We absolutely do. That does favor people that fit a certain aesthetic more. And you could be real about that if you want to. But essentially, I'm not about to act like if you want respect, unbig your back. No, bitch. Because everybody ain't going to respect you either way. You could be skinny and you still going to get disrespected. The fuck is we talking about on the internet today? Make it make sense for me. Okay? You respect yourself and you respect other people, and the people that don't respect you, fuck them. That's what I got to say about it. That's what I got to say about it. Now let's move on. One last thing. Big names that were mentioned in the Epstein documents. Okay? This is the list of people. All right? It's the list of people. We see Naomi Campbell. We see Donald Trump. We see Prince Andrew, George Lucas, Al Gore, Kevin Spacey. That does not surprise us. Kevin Spacey has been accused of trying to fuck the kids. Stephen Hawking, Michael Jackson. Girl, y'all gonna keep acting like wasn't nothing wrong with Michael Jackson. He was just a weirdo on the outside, not on the inside. Child, Stephen Hawking's, the late physicist's name was mentioned in an email sent by Epstein to Maxwell in January 2015. In this email, Epstein told Maxwell to issue a reward to any of Geoffrey's friends, family, and acquaintances to come forward and disprove Geoffrey's allegations, including against Hawking. The strongest is the Clinton dinner and the new version in the Virgin Islands that Stephen Hawking participated in an underage orgy. The email said, that is disgusting. I have been binge watching Big Bang Theory. And if anybody has watched Big Bang Theory, they know about Stephen Hawking's, and that's gross. Yes, the one with the disability, the one, who was in the chair like this. Okay. Sheldon loves Stephen Hawking's. I'm going to let it go. Donald Trump. Former President Donald Trump is also mentioned in the documents, but not accused. Of course not. Schoberg mentioned in an incident when she left with Epstein, Geoffrey, and a few others on the plane from Palm Beach, Florida in 2001. When the plane was unable to land in New York due to a storm, they had to land in Atlantic City and went to one of Trump's casinos. Since Geoffrey was underage at the time, Schoberg was asked if she was allowed into the casino. I did not know anything about how old you had to be to gamble legally. I just knew she could not get in because of an ID issue. So she and I did not gamble. Okay. They say they went to his hotel. Girl, Bill Clinton. While Shaborg said she did not meet Clinton, this must be like one of the women who are now women now, but were children back then who gave testimony. She testified that Epstein said to her, Clinton likes them young, apparently referring to girls. While Joffrey had mentioned earlier that Clinton and Epstein had a close relationship, she did not accuse him of any illegal action. Clinton has repeatedly rejected any allegations that he was involved in anything unlawful and has said he had no interactions with Epstein for several years prior to the financier's arrest. That doesn't mean anything to me. Anything they said about Bill Clinton and young girls, I believe. I'm sorry. I believe it. David Copperfield, okay, the magician. Schoberg testified to meeting American magician David Copperfield at one of Epstein's houses. She added that she observed him to be a friend of Epstein. She also recalled a girl at the dinner who she thought looked like she was of high school age. Schoberg said Copperfield asked her if she knew that girls were getting paid to find other girls, referring to the recruitment of women by Epstein and Maxwell as massage therapists. Okay. Then Jean-Luc Brunel, a French model scout. I don't know who that is, so we're going to keep going. Prince Andrew, we already know. Y'all are weird over there. Alan Dershowitz.
This is a direct character assassination. I've always said that I'm not a saint, that I am a work in progress, but I will not be held hostage by my past. What he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else, because I've had my fair share of sexual predators. And thank God that I had good people around me that protected me from this. I mean, right now I stand with the victims. I can't, you know.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's something so disingenuous about it. It's something so disingenuous about it. Oh Lord. I'm gonna leave Naomi alone, but I don't think she's on that list just cause. I'm gonna just say it like that. I don't think she's on that list just cause. I think there are a lot of people that are on that list that were involved. Women included. Oh, girl. Well, we've read some of the people off the list. I'm gonna read these super chats. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay. All right. So where was I? Oh, come on, Saint Shane Polk for the 50. Thank you. Hey, Bondy, congrats on the nomination. Katt Williams is the uncle I want to be. Thank you so much. Kayo, thank you so much. Sending a little coffee money and a shimmy on his Good Friday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Saltwater Diva. Saltwater Zora. Okay, Jamila. Hey, girl. Shannon loves those Martell Holt shirts. And the unnatural allegiance comment was gold. Go, girl. Go. Okay. Camry Williams. Hi, Bondy. I've been watching your channel for years. Thank you for giving us so much authentic energy and good content. Katt is way too smart. Isn't he though? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Nova W, hey love, found you through Tasha K. Subbed for your personality and the way you say okay. Love the break beat. Just love it over here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Teresa MW just supporting. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Lady Lex, Faison calling Katt overrated is an opinion. Faison being overweight is a fact. Better overrated than not rated at all. Big Muse and next chart. Thank you for the super chat. And Andrea Puri, thank you so much for the super chat. Bondy, look on Shan Sharp page under the first clip of Katt Williams' interview. Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, hold up. And then I gotta go get my dogs because I'm sure they're outside. Like, this bitch really left us outside in the rain. We're going to Shannon Sharp. Okay, first clip. The first clip. Child, it's been so much of Shannon Sharp's face on this shit. Hold up. Okay, not here. Let's see. Okay, hold up. Is this the one? Okay, here we go. Got it. I got it, y'all. I got it. Thank you so much. I'm about to share my screen. And okay. So Cedric said, Revisionist history. Regardless of whatever Katt's opinions, my career can't be reduced to one joke Katt Williams claims as his. You stole a joke. I've been over 40 movies. My specials and brand speaks volumes for who I am. The people I have put on, including Katt in the hat at the Gibson Amphitheater. It does not dispel anything that Katt said. It doesn't dispel anything that Katt said. Thank you so much, Crystal Mabone, for the super chat. Bondi literally sending a super chat because I love the way you say my name. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Crystal Mabone. Thank you. You stole it, Cedric. You stole it. Katt Williams about to get the Dave Chappelle treatment. I don't think so. I don't think so. I forgot about Chris Tucker role on The Fifth Element. Man, how could you forget that? That was like one of my favorite roles. Commercial. Yo, speaking of commercials, please don't forget that we're going to Thailand in June. Yes. June 13th to the 20th with Reset by Design Wellness. We're going on our second retreat. The first one was to Ghana. It was an amazing time. Okay. I think we might have a few more seats, a few more beds left for this trip. It is going to be an amazing experience. Make sure that y'all go down below in the description box for www.resetbydesignwellness.com for the reset release that you need, girl. Because listen, everybody got exactly what they needed on the last trip. So if you're interested, if you want to have a good time with us, make sure you go and sign up. Okay. And with that being said, girl, I'm going to fall back. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good weekend. And I'll see y'all later for something. Bye.